لو انت فاكر انك عارف كل حاجه عن الماضي المستمر وكل معلومه عنه ولمه كويس جدا، ما تيجي معانا نشوف الفيديو ده. بيس بقى بنيوان. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. معانا النهارده درس مهم جدا من ازمه الباست، من ازمه الماضي، اللي هو زمن الباست كونتينيوس تنس. وده زمن مهم جدا جدا جدا، من اهم ازمنه الباست كونتينيوس تنس. تعالوا نشوفه مع بعضنا ونشوف الفورم بتاعه واليوسج بتاعه ونشوف اهم التريكات اللي بتيجي على الباست كونتينيوس. نيجي نبدا بسم الله. الباست كونتينيوس تنس، زمن الباست كونتينيوس، الماضي المستمر. في شويه حاجات لازم تعرفها عن اي زمن. بيكون الفورم بتاعه النيجيشن، وكمان اللي هو تكوين السؤال او ميكينج كويستشنز، وكمان الكي ووردز، الكلمات اللي بتدل على الزمن ده. وخلي بالك الحاجات دي مهمه جدا جدا جدا، لازم تكون عارفها. واول حاجه معانا الفورم بتاع الزمن المهم ده. ابدا على طول بالسبجكت. and if the subject was singular, was plural were plus ing. Subject was were plus ing. Singular he or she or it. Take was, like Rami was sleeping at 7 yesterday. Rami was sleeping at 7 yesterday. And when we use the plural, we use were plus ing. Plural, like yes, you are right, we, they, or you. What is the I, her, we use it takes was. I was, he was, she was, it was. But we were, they were, you were, plus ing. Like this example we used before, Rami was sleeping at 7 yesterday. Rami here, Rami was singular, so we used was. And the verb plus ing, sleeping. Rami was sleeping at 7 yesterday. And when we use a plural, we use were. Here we have an example. Yesterday morning, we, yes, that's right, we're walking, yes, that's right, walking to school. Yesterday morning, we were walking to school. Yes, this is a form of the past continuous tense. And if we want to negate this tense, we use not. After was or were. After was or were. Here we have was not. Was not. Were not. Was not. Were not. Yes, we say was not or wasn't. Were not or weren't. Yes, can you negate this sentence? Yes, you are right. Rami was not. Rami was not sleeping at 7 yesterday. Or Rami wasn't. Yes, here Rami wasn't. Rami wasn't sleeping at 7 yesterday. Yes, can you get this sentence? Yesterday morning, yes, that's right. We were not walking to school. We were not or weren't. Yes, that's right. We were not or we weren't walking to school. That's right. How to make a question in this tense? How to make question in this tense? It is too easy, very easy. Was, we take it in front of the subject. In front of the subject. Were, in front of the subject. In front of the subject. So, yeah, that's true. Was Rami sleeping at 7? Was Rami sleeping at 7 yesterday? Yes, the answer. Yes, he was, or yes, no, he wasn't. Yesterday morning, we were walking to school. Yes, yesterday morning, were we walking to school? Were we walking to school yesterday morning? Yes, we were, or no, we weren't. That's good. But we have an important point to notice in this tense. Yes, it's the passive of this tense. The passive of the past continuous tense. The passive here, we start with the object. When we don't know the subject of the sentence, we start with the object plus, yeah, that's right, whose or where, according to the subject. Yes, plus bb at the end of sentence, and inside we use, yes, being, object, whose or where, being, plus be or past participle of the tense you have used, the verb you have used. Like, let's try to make this. Mom was cooking lunch at 2 yesterday. Mom was cooking lunch at 2 yesterday. Here, what is the subject? Yes, it's mom is the subject. So let's omit mom. Yes, I wanted to start with the object here. What is the object? Yes, lunch. That's true. Lunch. Yeah. Lunch, is it singular or plural? جمع ولا مفرد? That's correct. Was. It's singular. Lunch was. Yeah, that's true. Being. And the past participle of this verb. Cooked. Yes. Lunch was being cooked at 2 yesterday. Can we write it? Lunch was being cooked at 2 yesterday. Lunch was being cooked at 2 yesterday. Yes. Is it right? Yes. Have you understood that? Yeah. Now, with the usage of this tense, we have 3 main reasons to use this tense when an action that was happening at a specific time in the past. Yes, like this example we have. I was playing on the beach last Friday afternoon. I was playing on the beach last Friday's afternoon at a specific time in the past. Not just last Friday, but in the afternoon. The second reason we use this tense, or the second usage of this tense, when an action that was happening in the past was cut by another action, or it was interrupted by another action. An action that was happening in the past and it was interrupted by or cut by another action in the past also. So let's make it clear. While I was reading a story, I heard a scream. While I was reading a story yesterday, I heard a scream. Yes, it was a continuous action that was happening in the past that was interrupted by another action. I heard a scream. A scream, it's a loud voice, someone who needs help. Yes, I think this. The third usage of this tense is when two actions are happening at the same time in the past. When two actions are happening at the same time in the past. Two actions happening in the same time in the past. While mom was cooking, what was happening? While mom was cooking, dad was watching TV. While mom was cooking, dad was watching TV. The two actions were happening at the same time in the past. This is the 3 main usages or reasons we use this tense, past continuous tense. في some notes مهمة جدا عايزك تاخد بالك منها. Here we have, while I was reading a story, I heard a scream. We can omit while and use some other words like as or just as. As or just as. As I was reading a story, I heard a scream. Just as I was reading a story, I heard a scream. Also, we can omit while and use when. But be careful. When we use when, we use the past simple. Past simple. After when. And the other side we use past continuous. When. Yes. When I heard a scream, what was happening? I was reading a story. I was reading a story when I heard a scream. That's good. Also, take care that we can use while. If the subject is not here, we omit subject and use verb plus ing after while. نستخدم فعل ing بعد while مباشرة في حالة عدم وجود الفاعل. هنقول while yes reading a story. While reading a story, I heard a scream. While reading a story, I heard a scream. And if we use when I heard a scream, I was reading a story. Also, we can omit when and use on. If we use on plus ing. On. Yes, that's good. On hearing a scream. On hearing a scream, I was reading a story. On hearing a scream, I was reading a story. I hope it was clear to you. كان معكم مستر محمد رجب. أتمنى يكون الفيديو عجبكم. لو الفيديو عجبك يا ريت تشترك في القناة وتشير الفيديو، وأحب أشوفكم في الفيديوهات الجاية إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم.